The difference between the UK and the US when it comes to pesticide standards?
So American fruit and veg in general is allowed to contain larger amounts of more toxic pesticides than their UK equivalents.
American farmers use almost 10 times more kilos of pesticides per hectare than we do, and many of those chemicals are banned here.
If we drill down into what's called highly hazardous pesticides, because they are particularly harmful to human health, the US authorises 50% more highly hazardous pesticides than the UK.
And which of these pesticides do you think we should be most worried about?
So permethrin, for example, is a known human carcinogen, so it has the capacity to cause cancer. And there's chlorpyrifos, which is a particularly nasty insecticide, which has very strong links to negatively affecting children's brain development.
There's also a big difference when it comes to the amount of pesticide residues allowed in food.
So, for example, there's an insecticide called malathion, which is a known human carcinogen. American apples are allowed to contain 400 times the amount of malathion than a UK apple. Similarly, American grapes are allowed to contain 1,000 times the amount of an insecticide called propagate than UK grapes. And propagate is a known human carcinogen and also a developmental or reproductive toxin.
Now, if you wash it well, doesn't that get rid of it?
I'm afraid not. Many of these pesticides are systemic, which it means they're taken into the body of the plant. So while washing an apple, for example, will remove some of the pesticides on the outside, so it's definitely good practice, it won't remove all of it.
If this